Hi YouTube, it's Drunk Monk 74 here, and I am just bringing you gameplay of Hotspot. It doesn't matter about the map, it doesn't matter about the class I'm playing because this has got nothing to do with it. This video is all about the patch that has been released and my thoughts on it. So I play on PS3. I'm based in Europe, which meant I got the patch on the 19th, I believe it was, this week. So about 3-4 days ago roughly. It's the 22nd today. By the time this video goes live and is up on YouTube and stuff, it'll be the 23rd. So about 3-4 days ago I received the patch, and that will make it like a couple of days before Christmas when I'm putting this review up. And so for the patch, what I was looking for, the main issues that I had with this game was VoIP, the party system, and server lag or frame rate drop, whatever you want to say. There were my three major issues with the game. To be fair, the frame rate drop in a lot of cases, you know, wasn't that bad. It was quite easy for me to find a server. If I jumped on a server and it was laggy, or there was I was, you know, suffering from frame rate loss, it was easy enough for me just to quit out the server, find a new one, and hey presto, it would more or less be okay after that. So that one wasn't so important to me. It would have been nice, but it wasn't so important. The other two were the major issues, and I was really looking forward to the patch, really hoping it would work. I have to say, and you know, I'm not happy about saying it, that neither of those two issues, neither of those two major game-breaking issues, the VoIP or the party system, the lobby system, the whatever you want to call it, neither of those two have been fixed. So the first one, VoIP, it's unbelievably frustrating. As I said, I've had this patch for about 3 or 4 days now. In that time, I've managed to buddy up with one clan member, and the very first time we buddied up, it was fine. We eventually got on the same fire team. It was all working perfectly in game, in pre-game lobby, post-game lobby. You know, we were chatting away absolutely fine, communicating, and it really was good fun to be able to do that and to be able to chat. And I can tell you from having played this game pre-patch, when you know communications were barely working, to when I played those few games with my buddy and communications was working, it makes such a huge difference. It really does make a huge difference. Then I had to just quickly drop out, have a bit of grub. When I came back, we jumped on again, squadded up eventually, and VoIP just would not work. Pre-game lobbies, post-game lobbies, you know, we could chat to each other, talk to each other, but in-game, no, not at all. You know, not a dicky bird, and that's how it's been ever since. Since that, I think that was the first day it came out. I tried that. Since then, not once have I been able to chat to a teammate in game, and that is unbelievably frustrating. The other thing, alongside that, is I seem to have found that the sound seems to be cutting out quite regularly now. A lot more than it was before, and when I say sound, I'm talking about, you know, the sound effects in game. So whether that be gunfire, explosions, or even, you know, a little bit of chatter that you get, the narration that you sometimes get, like telling you that a bomb needs to be like defended or attacked or whatever. All of that sort of stuff I've been finding as well, that that's really seems to have got worse. It fluctuates greatly, you know, and it's just off-putting. It just, you know, it just gives the game an unfinished, unpolished feel, and that's a real shame, because I think what DC have tried to do with this game, what they've tried to create from this game, is absolutely fantastic. I love what it's trying to be. I love what it's trying to do. I love how different it's trying to be. You know, I can't fault it. I honestly think it's on the verge of being something really epic. Unfortunately, they're not getting the support from everything I've read. They're not getting the support from EA to be able to complete that and make this game, you know, what it really should be. So yeah, so voice still broken. The other thing that's still broken, The party lobby system, the buddy system, well, not the buddy system itself, although you could argue that that's broken because you can't communicate with your buddy, but the actual buddying up, the joining the same fire team, it takes forever to try and get into the same goddamn fire team. Takes forever, and it's just so frustrating. This is supposed to be, they sold the buddy system as being something so unique, something totally different. It was almost, the way they were selling it was groundbreaking. No other game would allow you to play in such a with so much teamwork, in such a tactical manner as this fire team, this buddy system allows you to do, and yet it's broken. You can. I really struggle when I'm trying to play with my clan, with my mates. We really struggle to try and get onto the same fire team, and I don't see the point of selling it and making such a big deal out of this system if it's broken and you're not going to fix it. As I said, BF3 suffered a lot of the same issues that this game has suffered. How EA have allowed that to happen in a third title on the trot. It happened in Bad Company 2, it's happened in Battlefield 3, and now it's happened in Medal of Honor. How they've allowed it to happen 3 games in a trot is beyond me. Really is beyond me. Why they keep rushing things out, well, I know why they keep rushing things out. Why they feel they have to keep rushing games out ahead of Call of Duty is beyond me as well. But they've let it happen again, and it's just getting beyond the joke. It just frustrates the hell out of anyone who's bought the game, and I don't want to say to anyone give up on like anything that EA publishes, because Danger Close are the ones who have suffered because of what EA have tried to do. No one else. That publishing house is what suffered because of what they're trying to do. And what they've tried to do with this game, what Danger Close tried to do with this game, is absolutely fantastic. They were so close to something that was absolutely epic, and EA came in and just screwed the whole thing up. But regardless of that, this patch should, they really needed to work on fixing those issues, and they haven't. They failed, unfortunately. And I honestly think that's such a shame, because this game was on the verge, so close to being something that it was a sort of game I could play for a long time, and the sort of game I've been looking for a long time, because as tactical or as team oriented as Battlefield 3 is, they have changed stuff in it. They've changed mechanics in it. They've made it a lot more fast paced. That's what they've tried to do, and there's a lot of people out there who like it, who enjoy that sort of gameplay, which is fine. But there are others out there like me who do enjoy the way that, for example, Bad Company 2 used to work. The tactical team-based mechanics of that game. You take your BF3 playstyle, you load up Bad Company 2, you try and play the same way, you will get mullered. There is no way you can play like that. And the other thing would be Battlefield 3 is on a console anyway. That's what I play on. The number of players, if you sort of like put the number of players, the size of the map, and the number of vehicles together, a lot of times you're not going to end up with a first-person infantry shooter. You're going to end up with a flight sim or a driving sim. It's the reason I buy a first-person shooter is because I want infantry gunplay. I want to be picking up my weapon. I want to be shooting someone in the face with it, and that's what I look for. And for all of Battlefield 3's good points and all it does well, the sheer number of vehicles they've got in that game on a console versus the number of players means that a lot of time infantry, gunplay, infantry, face-to-face battles, they take second seat. They take a back seat to what the game, what else the game has to offer, and it's not what I look for in a game. So this one came so close. And to be fair, I still play Medal of Honor. I cannot stop playing it. it has almost ruined Battlefield 3 for me, because I just love this game. I cannot stop playing it, even with all these flaws and these faults and the bugs that this game has. I still really struggle to put this game down and, you know, not play it. Even today, I loaded up Battlefield 3, played it for a bit. That's literally what I did, just a big sigh, and and that was purely because I was resigned to the fact that I wasn't enjoying it, purely because I was just sitting there thinking of Medal of Honor, and how much for all its faults I still loved how the mechanics of the game, the essence of the game, the backbone of this game is everything I look for in a first-person shooter, in a tactical team-based shooter. And unfortunately, though, those issues are major issues. For as much as I love this game, as much as I can't stop putting it into my PlayStation, I couldn't recommend this game to anyone. Not in its current state. I couldn't say to someone, yeah, go out, buy it. You won't be disappointed. You will be massively disappointed. And you will be massively disappointed with the patch if, like me, you've been playing this game since release. You thought, you know what, I'll stick with it. The patch was coming. They've got to fix it. You know, as I said, I've played Battlefield 3, you know, since it was released, and it had all the same issues that this game has. So I know what size those patches need to be to fix some of those issues. You know, Battlefield 3, don't get me wrong, Battlefield 3 was not without its flaws. You know, it's a year old now, and the last patch they sent out just before you know, the 1 year anniversary, it was still a large patch. But you know, this patch that was released for this game, you know, to fix the multitude of issues that there are in this game, you know, and I've just spoken about like the major ones. For me, you know, there's gun glitches, sound, animation bugs. You know, there's quite a few issues in this game, and not to mention like the menu system and how complex it was, how confusing it was for a lot of people. To fix all of that, they released a patch that was 481 meg on the PlayStation. That is ridiculous. As soon as I saw the size of that patch, I just knew there was no way that all the issues that I was hoping for to be fixed would be fixed. But the ones that I really wanted to be fixed, the voice, the party system, unfortunately they are still major issues. And for that simple reason, I can't recommend this game. I really hope there is another patch. I don't know if there is going to be one. EA have only said so far. They've only said that they're going to be supporting this game up until the end of December. They haven't said whether they're supported beyond that, and so no one knows if there is going to be another patch. I'd just like some communication on that, because if there isn't, I'm afraid I'll have to trade this game in. It's as simple as that. It's just, you know, you can play it for a bit, you have a bit of fun, but it's not doing what I wanted it to do. It's not playing how it should play, and there's just too many issues with it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. In the comments, if you fancy it, just let me know what your thoughts are, whether you suffered from the same issues, whether you know you experience them, or whether you don't, whether your friends do. Just let us know what you think. Anyway, that's me done. I'm out of here. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.